A man places a small wooden stool in front of a goat. The goat puts its front legs on it, then its back legs, and balances all four on the tiny stool. The crowd claps, Flenny adds another stool on top. The goat climbs again, stepping up one leg at a time, keeping its balance perfectly. More stools, more climbing. This is a common street performance in South Asia. Surprisingly talented goat. Hey, hey! When you teleport, you don't just move from one place to another. The machine destroys every part of you at the starting point, breaking you down to atoms. Then it rebuilds a perfect copy at your destination. Same body, same memories, same thoughts, but it's not you. You'd be creating a new version of yourself every time. The original you, gone forever, it would feel the same, but it wouldn't be. The blade comes down on the magician's hand. The audience expects it to be cut off. But it slices through without harm. The blade is real, it can cut celery. But when he brings it down on his own hand, it slides into a hidden compartment inside the handle. It only comes back out when the audience is distracted. A classic trick with a cleverly designed prop. On a plane there are unwritten rules. Middle seat, both armrests are yours. Hey, hey! That's your only prize for sitting between two strangers. Don't recline without checking behind you, unless you want to start a silent war. And never take off your shoes unless you're absolutely sure you're not bringing chemical warfare on board. Respect the code. A man rushed into a taxi, his child limp in his arms. Please drive fast, I'll pay you double. The driver hit the gas, weaving through traffic. Red lights flashed, horns blared, but he didn't stop. Other cars cleared the way, police sirens appeared behind them. The driver didn't slow down. At the hospital, the man ran inside shouting for help. Doctors took the child, then he remembered the taxi driver and ran outside to find police arresting him. Stop! It's my fault! Take me instead! The officer asked, how is it your fault? The man said, my daughter swallowed a coin. She was choking. If he hadn't sped, she could have died. The officer asked the driver, why would you risk getting arrested? He replied, if that was my child, I'd hope someone would do the same. The officer lowered the cuffs. You're free to go. The man hugged the driver. You didn't just drive fast, you saved my daughter's life. Two sisters were crossing the road but never made it to the other side. A car hit them and they died on the spot. Their mother was heartbroken. Exactly 1 year later, she gave birth to twin daughters. At first everything seemed normal, until one of the twins had a birthmark in the exact same spot where one of the dead sisters had a scar. As they grew up, these twins started remembering places they had never visited before. They recognized their old home, every corner, every room. One day they asked their mom, where are our toys? They were talking about the toys that belonged to their dead sisters, the same ones no one had told them about. Some say the two sisters never really left. Hey! They were born again. A young man was sitting quietly on a bus when an old man stood in front of him furious. He started cursing and shouting, get up! Give me your seat! Hey! As the young man stood up, the old man slapped him again and again. Kids today have no respect! But the young man said nothing. He just stood there calm and silent. At the next stop, he quietly got off the bus and walked away. Seconds later, the old man collapsed. Heart attack, dead! The family sued the young man for 50,000, claiming he triggered the death. But bus CCTV showed the young man never fought back, never raised his voice, stayed completely calm. All charges were dismissed. Some believe the old man knew his time was near and tried to start a fight so his family could benefit. But the plan backfired because the young man didn't react. Learn to be silent, it might save you from danger. An old man spread a rumor that his neighbor was a thief. He told everyone the young man came home every night with stolen items. Soon after, police arrested him, but days later he was proven innocent. Humiliated and broken, he sued the old man for defamation. In court, the old man said it was just a comment. It didn't hurt anyone. The judge had an idea. Write down everything you said about him on a piece of paper. Cut it into pieces on your way home. Throw them into the wind. Come back tomorrow. The next day, the old man returned. The judge said, now go and gather all the pieces of paper you threw away. The old man replied, that's impossible. The wind has scattered them. I'll never find them all. The judge said, exactly, that's what a rumor does. A few simple words can destroy a man's honor. And no matter how hard you try, you can never take them all back. A man was chopping wood when his rusty old axe slipped from his hands and fell into the river. He cried because that axe was how he fed his family. Suddenly a glowing spirit rose from the water, holding a golden axe. Is this yours? The man shook his head. No, mine was old and rusty. The spirit smiled and lifted his real axe. You've spoken the truth, both axes are yours. The poor man took them and changed his life forever. But his greedy neighbor was watching, so he threw his silver axe into the river and waited. The same spirit appeared holding the golden axe and the silver one. Are both of these yours? The greedy man shouted, yes, they're mine. The spirit looked at him and vanished with both axes, leaving him with nothing. Honesty gives you more than you asked for. Greed takes even the little you had. A man stood in an elevator. A limping delivery man rushed in and the elevator beeped, overloaded. The delivery man stepped back, but the man stopped him and stepped out himself. He had to take the stairs to his final interview, his family's only hope. He climbed, sweating and panicking. At the top he bumped a trash can, spilling everything. He cleaned it up. The boss tore his resume. You're late, no reason to hire you. He turned to leave, she called out, your actions proved you have good manners. You cleaned a mess you didn't make. How much salary? He hesitated. 3,000, she smiled. I'll give you 5,000, start tomorrow. Good manners open doors that qualifications never will. This boy was feeding pigs when one stared at him strangely. He told his dad the pig seemed fond of him. His dad rushed over, pulled the pig out, and killed it right away. He explained, regular pigs never act like that. This one had eaten meat before, and it was actually sizing the boy up as food. They hollowed out a pine log, painted it black, and aimed it at a barn holding over 100 enemy troops. Outmatched with simple weapons, they used the log as a fake cannon. Terrified of an attack, the enemies surrendered at once. This clever trick worked for decades in battles. A man used duct tape to clear a spider web and threw it in the trash. Hundreds of spider eggs stuck to the tape. The adhesive kept them warm, and heat from rotting garbage sped up hatching. Before long, his trash can became a warm nest full of newly hatched spiders. If the pilot passes out mid-flight, pull the yoke to keep the plane steady and send a mayday distress call. Lower flaps and adjust the yoke to slow down. Then line up with the runway, cut power before touching down, and gently brake to complete a safe landing. During a meeting, the floor collapsed, sending nobles tumbling into a pit of human waste below. The king grabbed a window ledge and climbed to safety, but those who fell were crushed by floorboards or drowned in poop. Toxic gas suffocated others. They had lived in luxury, but died buried in a pile of waste. A humiliating end. Pour a giant jello packet into the ocean, you'd think it would start to set. But one packet only mixes with 2 cups of water. The ocean holds 350 quintillion gallons. Your jello packet would need to be 600 miles high to turn the sea into wobbly dessert. And you'd need a spoon half the size of the moon to stir it, not happening. A woman dove into an Arctic whale tank. Freezing temperatures sent her legs into paralyzing cramps. She couldn't resurface as she began to drown. A beluga whale saw her panicking. Belugas are intelligent and playful toward humans. It swam over and used its nose to push her up just as she was about to run out of breath. The beluga thrust her above the surface. She gasped for air. A whale saved her life. A dog got hit by a truck. Thinking he was dead, his owners buried him and left for the weekend, but he was just unconscious. He woke up underground, clawed his way back to the surface. Days later the family returned to find him waiting on the porch, wagging his tail. He was happy, they were horrified, a miracle they never expected. A dog kept sneaking into the neighbor's yard to dig the same spot every single day. The neighbor chased it away with a stick and refilled the hole nightly while complaining to the pet owner. When he tossed a shovel at the snarling dog, it hit metal, exposing a broken sewage pipe, leaking toxic waste that endangered the whole neighborhood. Strong flood water trapped the boy against the drain wall. One man tried to drag him free, but could not fight the current alone. More onlookers linked hands to build a human chain, stepped into the rushing water and pulled the boy to safety just before he drowned completely. A man tripped and his shirt snagged on an escalator step. The moving mechanism twisted the cloth tight around his neck, blocking his airway. He could not loosen it no matter how hard he fought. Rescue workers cut him loose and sent him to hospital, yet he had already lost his life. After someone passes away, tattooed skin is excised intact without distorting the pattern. Special chemical solutions halt decay, locking in hues permanently. The skin panel is flattened and mounted in a frame, letting family members preserve this meaningful personal memento forever. Medieval boiling water trial for suspects to grab a metal ring barehanded from scalding pots. Their burned hands were wrapped and checked. 3 days later, healing skin proved innocence, while worsening blisters meant the court ruled them guilty of the crime. Twisting and falling sprains your ankle by overstretching and tearing joint. Ligaments, instant swelling and inflammation make standing or walking agonizing as swelling fades. Damaged fibers mend themselves slowly to restore ankle stability over time. White spray paint highlights a spider web, then glue black cardstock and press it to the web's backside. Tuck loose silk edges and seal with clear top coat. Once fully dry, you frame the sheet to permanently preserve the delicate spider web art. Burying a live cockroach in garden soil makes it dig escape tunnels, feed on damp plant roots and lay egg pods underground. Hatchlings spread through soil passageways, crawl up foundation cracks and infest your entire house from beneath the ground.